said, golden baby, get me high. Touching me like lightning, keeping it exciting. You know exactly what to do to blow my mind. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without it. I'm starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. This bed is out of space, just keep painting constellations. You cover me in glitter till I'm shining bright. I never wanna leave the sky. The way you made me feel alive. I was in the dark and baby, you're the light. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without it. I'm starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Couldn't fight if I wanted. Flying to places that I never thought I could go. You're a meteor shower, falling down all over me. Yeah, you're making me glow. Couldn't fight if I wanted. Flying to places that I never thought I could go. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Yeah, got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed, got me starry-eyed. Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're here.
Anxiety is gone.
Anxiety is done. Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Part 2 has arrived in 5 seconds
Yes.
for you.
Welcome. Oh, we have loads of people here. Nice to see you guys. How are you?
Yes.
How
Welcome.
are you?
I brought my glasses. Me and Mel.
Yeah.
Twinsies.
You need to like dye your hair blonde.
Yeah. It is blonder. This lighting makes it look like more brown, and I do have some blonde highlights now, so I'm halfway there. It's a process, I've been told, to dye my hair blonde, so I'm being patient.
One of these days, Mel will be dethroned, and
Yes.
another blonde girl with like the same sunglasses will be on the Monet stage.
Guys, my newest secret is counting up from 0 to 10. It is revolutionary. You have to count up because we're starting low and we're going high.
Okay. So 0 to 10, you're doubling it down. You're
Yeah.
10xing.
I'm 10x,
Just like-
yeah. When you think 5 seconds is enough, 10x that shit. And then you'll be really successful, truly successful.
Lovely, lovely. Wow.
It works.
Yeah, but I think that, that would be just as original as her stuff. So that's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate
The
that.
standard
It's just
is
as
low.
simple. The bar is beneath the ground, so as long as you do something,
It's somewhere in the ocean,
good.
so it's okay. Yeah.
yeah, very deep. Next to the Titanic, somewhere is the
Yeah.
theory of counting down from 5.
Exactly.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay.
Well, welcome,
So,
welcome, welcome, everybody.
welcome everyone. Last time we spoke about Mel Schneeberger.
AKA
So-
not Tony Robbins' wife.
Not Tony Robbins' sister either. This
Not a
is
cousin. I don't know. I mean, they might be. Who knows?
some other Robbins from some other part of the country that she married, because she previously was Schneeberger, and We talked about her life story and how sad it was. Coming from so much money and so much privilege, it's been a very sad life for her. So
Yeah.
we cover that very much in depth. If you are new here and you didn't see that, there's a part one. This is part two, so we're not going to talk about that same thing. However, some of the things that we mentioned then that we didn't quite like get to explore in detail will be explored pretty much in detail in this one. So yeah, we're gonna look at
Yeah.
mm, Mel Robbins is like, just the newest. I don't know. Um, it's like a bona fide therapist. She gives you advice on every mental health issue that you could possibly have, and she just knows. She
Yep.
knows how to fix it for you. Thank you.
Mel is parts like one part therapist, one part network marketing expert because she'll teach you how to run the best downline ever. And she's apparently an expert in that as well. So she just has all the skills from all the different learnings that she's done by being a life coach
Yeah,
slash
they taught her
lawyer.
a lot in law school.
Yeah, they teach a lot of this. Thank you, Darby, very much.
Thank you,
Darby says,
Darby.
annoyed that this rich person became richer by telling people to count to 5.
I agree.
Yeah, us too. We have the same feelings. For that, we're gonna go back to our Mel Robbins specialty clip. Ready?
Yeah.
All I wanted to do was teach people how to count back from 5, and all I got was $10 million.
Yeah. Can we hear the music again? I have something.
Okay, ready? And hit it.
I went to Dartmouth and Boston Law School, and they taught me how to count 0 to 5. No, from 1 to 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Law degree is done. Yeah.
I wonder if Dartmouth are like, proud of her, if they have her as an alumni, as an
Oh, hell
alum
yeah.
on the website somewhere.
I'm sure they do. And because she probably sends them a fat check, like, okay, here's my, make the library, the Mel Robbins counting library,
You think
They'll
she's
like her
that
then.
generous?
I don't know. Probably not.
No, I don't
Who
think
knows?
so.
Probably not. She's very focused on her own personal wealth. So, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not so much.
Maybe if Dartmouth wanted to pay her to put her on the website, then
She'll
that
come
would
to
be-
speak. Yeah, she'll come to speak to the students about, simple mathematics. Yeah, anything else, she's over it. She's not into it. She's
Yeah,
like, I'm busy.
yeah.
I had to go talk to Boss Babes at the Monations retreat in Las Vegas. Sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, well, the boss babes, well, not the boss babes because they can't afford it, but the companies that need boss babes can afford it, and they will pay a fat check, unlike, schools.
Apparently, she gets paid. We talked about this last time. $100,000 per hour of her on stage, which is pretty freaking nice. That's a nice check.
Man, if I could just get 1 hour of Mel Robbins' pay, I would buy a house.
Yeah.
Can someone just like invite me? If anyone from Monet is listening, can you invite me just
We'll
one
lose all of our
hour?
ethics. Yeah.
1 hour, and that's it. That's it. I will just call it my one mistake. I'll be really, really sorry afterwards.
The one mistake I made that ruined my life, being born into the economic situation I was in. Oh well. Anyways,
Yeah,
thanks for my
exactly.
$100,000. My
Yeah,
biggest
sorry,
mistake was being
guys.
born to my parents.
I needed not to be homeless. I had to do this. I'm so sorry. That will be my story. And it will be in a 1 minute TikTok. And I'll be like, I have a girl coming twice a week. And she invites me to these conferences.
She's very sweet. You forgot to tell the
Oh, yeah,
audience that
sweet
she's
girl.
sweet.
She just
Anyone who works in customer service in the self-help world is sweet. This sweet woman was making my coffee at the coffee shop. It's like, I don't think you had any interaction. She was sweet because you told her what to do and she did it. And, oh, she's so sweet. She's so sweet. It's like, shut up.
Well, that's what it takes
Anyways.
to be friends with Rachel Hollis. I think her, view of the world is a bit skewed because everyone needs something from her in her environment. Like all of her friends are like her stylist, her videographer, so clearly they're all
They're all
nice
paid by her.
people who need to get paid. So they have
Yeah.
to, yeah.
Yeah, I think they forget that, like, service jobs, they're getting paid. They that's part of the job to be like, hello, welcome to TJ Maxx. Like, that person's not just doing that because that's their passion in life necessarily. And I think they forget that because,
Yeah.
they're not self-help gurus like Mel Robbins.
Yeah,
Speaking of.
yeah. Mel Robbins is a lovely, lovely one. She's, always been branded as not that bad. So I guess that's what we need. We don't need good self-help gurus. We just need not that bad self-help gurus.
Her time is coming. There'll be something. Because she's basically aligned with Dave Hollis and Heidi on a lot of things as of late. And her allegiances is kind of what bothers me generally. She is really aligned with MLMs, and no one's really been upset about it, I guess, in the way that people were mad at Rachel Hollis for doing those types of speeches. Jay Shetty's another one. Jay Shetty's talking on a lot of MLM companies' retreats and stuff, and they don't seem to get the same amount of hate as Rachel got. But Mel, I personally believe she is like the number one person to give horrible, shitty advice, just depending on what audience she's talking to. So do you want to watch one of those MLM speeches first?
Yeah.
Would that be a good one to start
let's
with, you
start
think?
with that. Yeah, let's start strong.
Okay, so this is from Eric Worre.
Worre.
He's been brought up a lot. Worre.
Yeah.
He's like has a company, so he's smart in a way. He's like horrible, but like he's smart because he's not gonna waste his time literally joining an MLM like a Monat or a Arbonne or something and try to recruit boss babes to sell his product. He's gonna just literally create conferences to supplement that industry, to inspire people who are stuck in the pyramid scheme to like keep going, and that's how he's gonna make his money. So in a way, I mean, it's almost like selling gold or selling shovels in the gold rush. Like, you're not actually going out there sifting gold, you're just finding a way to profit off of like this whole weird dynamic that happens in MLMs.
Yeah, he's like a coach. He's like a pyramid schemer. These guys at least are like MLMers, but he's like stuck in like the old stuff, the stuff that's now illegal pyramids.
Yeah. He's fine with, he doesn't care if it's network marketing, social marketing, pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme. He's fine. He's like, I'll inspire you to do whatever. Just like come to my channel, come to my conference. So of course, Mel Robbins is down to like associate with this person and this brand. So it's just an excerpt of one of her speeches called Push Yourself to Change. This is on Eric Worre's Network Marketing Pro YouTube channel. So, and I also want to just point out, they always have like these oh, you're blocking it, Cram, sorry. They always have these horrible logos. Like, that is such an
It's
ugly
so
logo.
pro.
I'm sorry.
So pro.
Network
It's
Pro
like gold.
marketing. Yeah, it's like, come on. No creativity. You couldn't have like, I don't know, something, just like the most generic logo. Anyways, all right. Let's start it and then we can stop when something exciting comes up.
What you need in life is the ability to push yourself. And what the 5-second rule is it's a rule based in science that teaches you how. You see, you're going to leave here super inspired. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. You're going to learn from the experts. You're going to have a roadmap. You're going to be so excited and so empowered and so educated. But when you get back to your life, it's up to you. Do you know how to push yourself? Well, this is how you're going to do it. You can use the rule in 3 ways, okay? You can use it to change any behavior in the moment, and I'm going to show you examples of these. You can use it to find courage, to speak up, to show up, to do things you wouldn't normally do. You can use it for mind control. Let me show you how. So,
Oh, mind control. Good. That's what we want.
I love that the woman was like taking notes, like, oh my God, I wonder what's coming.
Feverishly.
And then this woman is gonna be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel like her pen is gonna drop. Be like, excuse me, I took my notebook for this.
This is the audience shots that I've seen so far. Like just like horror and like writing down what? Like what are they writing down? Like woman with shoes and skirt says, you know, mind control is good. Like what are they saying?
I think she's genuinely like trying to learn. She's like, you know, she's expecting some revelatory thing, something amazing that this person's gonna tell her. So she needs to write it down to remember. But don't worry, that's not what Mel Robbins has for you. It's very, very quick and simple, and you already knew it since you were like 2. So that's fine.
The funny, not even funny, but like just to keep this all in context, like these people in the audience are probably like selling, you know, some sort of wellness, weight loss, diet or makeup product or something along those lines, you know, MLM style. And they're like, now they have to use mind control. Like, is that the first method that we should go to sell shampoo to, you know, unsuspecting stay-at-home moms? Is like mind control? Isn't that a little bit extreme?
Yeah, that's
for the product they're selling.
It's very medium, very like psychic, and just gives off these like random bad vibes. Thank you,
Yes.
Maddie.
And thank you, Maddie. Maddie says, please don't control my mind. Well, too late. We already have been the last, I don't know, how long have we been live? 17 minutes. This has all been an NLP trick. So, you know, if you don't want to be mind controlled.
Unfollow me.
Yeah, unfollow me, but also follow me
Unfollow
on
me.
Instagram. Thank you.
But also, yes, but also never forget me, please.
Yes.
Thank you, Maddie, very much. We'll try not to. We can't say the same for Mel. Mel does want to control your mind.
And she will
buy
also
soap.
teach you how to control other people's minds, because that's what it takes to do business. Forget about doing a good job and getting paid for the good service or the good product that you provide. No. We don't have such things like good products, good services. So we need to control people's minds. So you need to, mind control sounds to me like lie. Just, you need to lie, my dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk someone down from, you know, having a rational thought. We don't want rational thoughts here. Rationality. Rationality is done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rational people are done. We need them to like just completely emotionally buy this product and fear buy this product, whatever this product may be. That's my guess.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, I'm sure that that works. I think that works on some people. I think that's why some people in network marketing do succeed. But unfortunately, I don't think it works for long. I think at some point people start to
No.
notice, wait, I've not made any money in years. Like, you know.
My cancer's not cured after I put peppermint oil on my, you know, my skin for one day. Oh my God, like who would have thought? I know, it's all
Yeah.
horrible. Anyways, let's learn how to do this. Maybe we'll change our tune. Once we become controlled, then we'll change our mind, right?
Everyone get your notebooks, okay?
Yeah, everyone feverishly take notes. Apparently this is, normal people take notes like this. MLM distributors take notes like this. Slow down. Yeah. Sorry. All right. just going off of what I saw in the B-roll. All right.
So let's say that you've got a bunch of people that you want to talk to, you want to recruit, you're excited, you go into the meeting, but they look at you like this. You're like, oh no, I'm not going to say anything today. They look like they're in a bad mood. I don't think I can do this today. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say it.
Hey,
The only
did you...
thing holding you back from recruiting the team that you want, from going after the prospects that really could expand your life and
5
business,
seconds.
is you.
Oh, cool.
Did you notice our intern doing like the graphics? Because now I think there's only one guy they all hire. that he's evolved from like Brené Brown. Look at that. Look at these graphics.
We count.
We,
We count down.
we nervous. We
We
anxious.
nervous? We count down. We confident and control.
We hit the like button. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so far she says you walk into a room with a bunch of people who don't want to hear about your dumbass product, and then you count down from 5 and you pitch your shitty ass product anyways. Cool.
Yeah. If you feel like, no, I can't do this, I don't have a product. No, I can't do this, I don't have a service. Just count from 5. And then you have both the product and the service somehow. It's just, they just magically appear into your notebook.
This to me is like the built-in like fear that or anxiousness or nervousness that protects you from making a mistake. That built-in, like, you know, they all like to talk about like primal, not urges, but what is it,
Intuition.
like intuition, like all these things that are like, oh, you know, like we eat like we did back in paleo days because it's better for you. Okay, a lot of these people, motivational, they like to talk about like back in the day before society, that's when things were better. Okay, so those things are built in. Like you look at a group of people, you go, okay, I don't feel like my message is going to be received here well. Let me just not do this. Let me not ruin the mood. She's like, no, fuck that feeling. Just do it anyways. It's like, okay. That's the
Yeah.
advice. Just like go against all of your own internal
Instinct. Yeah.
instincts.
Yeah, it's like you see this new mom who doesn't need your MLM and doesn't need to spend 5 years in that. Your gut instinct would be like, maybe I will not pitch it to her. Like, poor her. She's not going to make any money for like, I don't know how many years. Just let
Ever.
her raise her baby in peace. No, count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and do it.
And it's a cycle. You go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, which becomes confidence and control, and then that ends, and you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go, and then you have a confidence and control, and then it ends, and it just continues. It's a cycle.
Imagine like
That's what I'm
doing a
seeing
real.
with this graphic.
Imagine just doing an actual like meeting at work and having to do this in your head. Just like, well, like when do I actually get to think about the stuff that is in the meeting?
Not important. It's all about recruiting. Just recruit. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at the point where we're about to recruit our dream team, and the only thing preventing us from doing it is ourself, of course. Personal responsibility. The number one thing holding people down in this world is
It
our
could
own
not
sense
be-
of worth.
It could not possibly be, the company they're working for not paying them for the work that they do. No. Okay.
Don't ever say that again.
That 5-second
It's
hesitation,
negative.
that's all that's holding you back. There is a 5-second window between the things that you know you should do and you actually doing them. Like this guy.
Oh my God.
learned about
He
the
fucked.
5
I was just saying, look at him advancing with the graphics. What's this? Exactly. What is this, my dude? You didn't know to blur
Okay,
the
well-
thing behind or something?
Cam, you might be, hating on his graphic, but it got 3 likes on Facebook. So why don't you, eat your words? It was a viral
one-
post.
And one was like his own like, because it says unlike.
Okay, screenshot it while it's hot. I got 3 comments on it, or 3 likes on it. All right, take the screenshot now. Put it in the put it in the presentation so we can show people how successful our marketing on social is. And it is cut off. That's not just my screen. It is cut, like it is physically cut off on the presentation.
Yeah.
All right.
They
Let's see.
spared no expense for this.
They're like, just want like 75% of this post cut off halfway through and then, showing the date and time. Yeah, excellent. Perfect. Let's do that. Put it right on top of the
Make sure the likes
stock
can
photo.
be seen.
For 100 grand for an hour, like, can you hire someone who knows how to make a fucking PDF or what's not PDF? Or yeah, it could be a PDF, but what is it called?
It's like
PowerPoint.
a PowerPoint.
Come on.
Yeah.
So embarrassed. Okay, let's
No,
see
I'm
what
telling
she's
you,
gonna say about
they
this Facebook.
they gave that guy like 10 grand for this for sure.
It's so ridiculous.
Rule started a business, and he is now one of the top real estate agents for recruiting. Why? Because every time he sees somebody and has an instinct to talk to them about his business, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and he goes. Here's another way that you can use the rule. You know how we do
She
that
just
thing?
knows. She knows that's what he did. That's what he did. There's no other
Trust
way
me.
to succeed. That's the only thing he did, like in his entire life. That's why he's successful.
Who's-
Because 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he works for like, you know, like, I don't know, like what's that, Hathaway, Berkshire Hathaway, and he works for, you know, oh God, I'm like off my game today. What's the guy who's really famous? Warren Buffett. Maybe he works for Warren Buffett's real estate agency and he just needs to recruit, like, I don't know, why do you need to recruit for real estate, first of all? Like, recruit clients or recruit other real estate agents? Because that's a different scenario for these MLM note takers. Like, okay, if they worked in real estate, they wouldn't be at this conference.
Yeah.
So it's not really a fair comparison.
No, this is network marketing.
I don't know if there's I don't believe there's any real estate MLMs. Let me know if there is. I'd be
Oh,
curious
there
to see
sure
what
as
that's all
hell
about.
are. I am willing to bet.
I know there's insurance. There's insurance for sure, MLMs. And there's like
Yeah.
loan MLMs, but I never heard one real estate. Let's start one.
Yeah,
5,
oh my
4, 3,
God.
2, 1. Let's start one.
I wish I had money for real estate. Just like plain without the marketing.
Same. That would be nice.
Yeah, that
But
would
here
be
we
lovely.
are on YouTube instead. Okay. All right, we're
We
gonna
have-
exercise now.
We have online real estate. Thank you.
Oh God, did I ever talk to you about Jeff Lerner before?
Oh,
that
I
is-
think I saw your short about him.
Yeah, he
Is
was
that
in the
the
car
guy?
screaming about how awesome his life is. He's like, my life is awesome, as he drives with like, you know, veins popping out of his forehead. He calls his online courses digital real estate. It's like, bro, shut up. Come on.
Oh my God. You guys are like right now, you're taking up like comment real estate in the comments thing. So just
Yeah.
keep writing.
Keep writing your comment real estate. It's really changing the market right now. Okay.
Where you say to yourself, all right, that's it. Today I'm going to exercise, right? So you get on your exercise gear, and then you spend all day in your tights. Yes, I do that too. Or you get down to the kitchen, and you're ready to, you got your joggers on and your sneakers on, and then you pick up your phone, and, oh, look at that, 45 minutes later, I don't have time to do this anymore. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Blowing things off is a habit. If you've got 5 minutes, you can do a plank. I know, the advice is terrible, but you can still do it. Why am I telling you
The
this?
advice is
5,
terrible.
4, 3, 2, 1, because this is...
The advice is terrible. Why am I telling you this? Because I was paid $100,000 and people are idiots.
She's like, I can see your faces.
why.
I know this advice is trash, but just, I need to fill this hour.
We're almost halfway through. Yeah, we're almost done. Just let me continue. And why did she use this poor picture of this kid, like, running? Is this supposed to be like, oh, this guy, he can't run or something? Or is this just like a random photo? It seems very like specific. Like, I should have searched boy running in countryside. Like, why would she pick this photo?
I have no idea. I think that she's trying to like
That's a
shame
child.
him for not being thin. So
That's my thought too. But like, he's young. He's got like a teenager. These people in the audience are like 100. Like, why? I don't know. Don't you know your audience a little bit? Like, why would you put him there?
I don't know. The guy took a break and she came and downloaded this picture. I'm not sure what happened there.
Farm boy running. Let's put it in. Wonderful. Okay, so if you don't have time to work out, you're stupid. You could do a 5-minute plank. The advice is horrible, but that's my advice. So
But did you see that the arrow didn't change? So before it was still like on the other side, and now it's just on the other side, but with the
It was a
with the
red arrow
numbers on
before.
it.
Yeah.
So you're still
Great.
bypassing whatever it is. Just for some, like she didn't change the arrow to be like this is now. It's still at some point in the future.
It was already going down no matter what. No matter if you're
Yeah.
counting down or not, it was still half circular. It was still in that format.
Yeah.
That makes sense. They're just like, let's not invest in a different shape graphic. We'll just
Arrow?
reuse
No,
the same
thank
shape.
you.
These people will not care. She's probably right.
This is not a tool that's just about torturing you. It's a tool that unlocks the power in you. If you keep blowing off the little stuff 5 seconds at a time, how the heck can you do the big stuff? Right? And the truth about exercise, the truth about selling, the truth about building a business is the first step. The first step is the hardest.
That is totally
5, 4,
blurry.
3, 2, 1,
I
I'll
don't
get
see
you out of bed.
anything. Is that blurry at your end?
Someone
or
on a
is
bike.
Just, that's so blurry.
It's definitely blurry. Let me see if I can. No, the highest quality of this video is 480p. So, we only got what we get, apparently.
Yeah. But it
It
has
says-
47 likes.
Viral.
Viral for Eric Worry.
It says, the first step, getting out of bed, is the hardest, but so worth it when the pedals start to spin. Hashtag 5-second rule. Hashtag on the trainer. Hashtag Team Betty 2016. And then someone said, exactly, getting up soon for a FTP test. FTP, first thing in the AM, you go. You really are Wonder Woman. Morning workouts are so hard. Those are the comments.
I would agree with that. I can't do it. I do it in the evening.
I can't do it either. Same. Yeah, I go at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. because that's when I finally feel like, all right, now I'm awake.
Yeah.
I can work out now.
Well, you didn't count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to wake up in the morning, and it didn't wake you up?
No, I wake up in a panic every morning because my alarm is so loud. It's like, "Tah!" and I'm like, oh God, okay. I don't even have 5 seconds to think. I'm already awake at 0.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Amanda. That's so sweet.
She sent a dumbbell.
I can see it
For
on
that,
YouTube. That's nice.
that.
I like it.
Thanks, Amanda. This is what we have to say this to you.
Best friends.
We're best friends with you.
We're best friends.
We're best friends. And then Dave says,
I love you.
so. We're getting
Yeah.
real parasocial today.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wait, Flora's saying the Kimmy Schmidt rule is more useful. I watched Kimmy Schmidt. It's the one on Netflix, right? Like it came out a few years
She was
ago.
in the bunker.
I loved it. Yeah. What's the rule? What's the
What's her
Kimmy
rule?
Schmidt rule? I want to write a book with her rule. And I'm totally gonna give her credit, just like Mel Robbins gave credit to the arithmetic people, to the Arabs.
Credit to Count Dracula from Sesame Street, or the Count. A 1, a 2, a 3. Get out of bed. Run down the
Yeah.
street of your farm.
Exactly.
Also, what does this have to do with marketing, network marketing? I've heard one thing. It's been real estate and getting on your Peloton. I need some recruitment tips.
Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll get there. I'm sure.
We will? Okay, good.
I
It's
hope.
okay, it's okay to cry. It also is okay to cry.
It's okay to cry.
Wow, she sounds so angry.
Says Amanda. It's okay to cry as long as it's me and not you. Bitch.
Yeah, like people feel people feel so like accepted right there in that tone of voice. Like you just want to cry in front of her. Fear.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel very
I am
comfortable.
not emotionally stable.
Exactly.
That's another one. I can make a whole speech just using these sound bites.
I feel like when
I was
people
too
are,
afraid to run. Then I counted back from 5. Now I am healed.
I feel like
basically
when
the
you
whole-
guys are
all of
like
their speeches.
donating a super chat, like it unlocks this desire in Kayla to like push all the
Sorry.
buttons. She's like, okay, one more, one more.
Finally. I got the fart one. We got to wait for the right moment for that.
Okay.
The moment will present itself. I have a feeling at some point.
Okay.
Let's go back to Mel.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will get you out the door. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's annoying, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's simple and it's annoying. Here's the most powerful way that you can use the rule. So, a lot of
Sitting on a
people look at me
plane.
and they're like, oh, that chick must have been born like that, annoying and confident.
You were. What the
No.
fuck?
No, not at all. Actually, I suffered from anxiety and panic attacks for 20 years. They
I
started.
don't think so.
It has nothing to do with confidence. I have panic attacks and I feel like I'm fairly confident in other parts of my life, but I can still have panic attacks. They're not the
Yeah.
same. Like, oh, are you shy and have low self-esteem? No. Oh, wait. Are you shy and have low self-esteem? Yeah. Well, well, then you definitely aren't confident in your life. You're right. Wait, I don't know. Screw it.
We
screwed
need
that
to
up.
get
Never
like
mind.
we need to get a soundbite of her saying, "I know this is bad advice."
Annoying, right? I'm gonna write that down. That's what someone's taking notes for. They're like, let me send this to Cringe-Fluencers for their soundbite reel. She said it's annoying. It's annoying. This rule is very annoying.
I don't think you need an entire notebook to write down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know what that girl is doing there, but she's probably not even paying attention and just doodling or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is with the 5-minute timer though? Because the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is a second, so I'm not sure. Because if you wait, if you just like hit play and then you go from 4 minutes 49 to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's like a long while.
So the same second. And she's already on the plane, so I'm confused as to
What can you
what she's
do?
saying
When you
here.
just get up and like do some just push-ups, or what will you do on the plane?
she's like, I really want to scream that we're all going down. Should I do that? I don't know.
5,
Let's
4,
count to
3, 2,
5 and then we can scream. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're crashing. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I love Mel. Okay, let's play.
Okay. She's going to explain how she's... Who's taking the picture
in
of her?
my
Okay,
20s,
anyway, sorry.
and when I started law school, that should have been a sign that I didn't want to be a lawyer, but I soldiered on. It got really bad when I had our first daughter. I was almost hospitalized. The postpartum depression was so bad. I took Zoloft for 20 years. And about 4 years ago, as I noticed that I went from facing bankruptcy and losing our home equity line and blowing through the life savings to now having a multi-million-dollar business and partnerships with CNN and Success Magazine. Yeah, incredible, right? And more.
Please applaud. Just a side note. You know who's the president of Success Magazine right now?
Oh my god, is that a real magazine?
Just guess who runs. CNN is a reputable company. I would agree. It's fairly unrelated to self-help, but who runs Success Magazine? Just give a guess.
That be Eric Worre?
No, Tony Robbins' son.
Oh,
Jarek,
really?
I believe is how you pronounce
does
it.
he even have a name? Who cares?
Yeah, Tony Robbins' son. That's all you need to know. He lives in Puerto Rico and runs the Success Magazine.
Wow, but
The more you
he knows because he's also made it from rags to riches, and he knows.
Yeah. He really lived a hard life, just like Mel. They really
Yeah.
had to come up against nannies bullying them and,
Yeah.
the elevator being out of service in their house at least twice a year. So, for maintenance.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's really
tough.
hard.
They persevered enough that they could deliver their message of inspiration to us, and for which I am grateful.
Yeah, me too. So grateful, particularly for
Three, two, one.
Tony Robbins' son. That yeah, but no, Mel Robbins too. I'm so grateful for, especially for her article from the New York Times. That's the one thing that I really appreciate.
Yeah, that was a good article. That was a solid
It was
article.
fantastic. We'll do it as a highlight.
Yeah, and that's again, that's in the description below. I posted the part 1. So if you, after this video is done, you want to go watch part 1 and read about Mel Robbins' life story, it's entertaining.
Which is
to say the
super
least.
sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. She only got to go to 2 Ivy League schools.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking. It's really
And
heartbreaking.
her pilot only left her in Alaska. Like, oh, yikes.
Yeah, she only got to fly private several dozen times. Like, how did
Yeah.
she do it? I don't know. How did she survive? I'm not sure.
More importantly, a 20-year marriage that we just celebrated. So I started using this tool to change everything: my income, my business, my self-monitoring, being a nicer spouse, being a more patient parent. And I wondered, God, I wonder if I could use this thing to actually cure myself of anxiety. You can. Let me show you how. So I'm going to use an example that a lot of us share, which is the fear of flying, right? You know what I do when I get on a plane? The first thing I do, I think about the plane crashing. And then I think
told
about
you.
that one
I
photo.
knew
You
it.
know that photo that's floating around online of the plane? It's on the ground, but there's just that hole on the side of it, and one row got sucked right out of the thing, right? And I think, oh my gosh, I'm in that row. And then if we hit turbulence, what do? I start pulling out the phone, and I think I'm texting the kids, because for crying out loud, if I'm going to die in a fiery plane crash, I better send them a great text before I die, because they got to do a PowerPoint, right? And I got to show the world that I was the best mom ever, even when I was facing death. I mean, it's ridiculous. We're all nuts. Absolutely nuts. So
That seems like a very personal anecdote that she's making
Yeah.
seem like, oh, this is the general human condition. We all want the PowerPoint of our life to be showing that we are the best, even in death. Like, that sounds like a personal issue.
Yeah. It's funny because I also think, not in an anxious way, I have no problem on planes. I sleep like a baby. But I do think when I'm on a plane,
suffer.
like, I always look at the person next to me and I think, if we're going to crash, like, we're going to have to work together.
Me and this dude are going to have to hold hands while we jump into the ocean.
Yeah, I think I better be nice because if we're gonna crash and they can save my life, they might not want to if I'm a bitch to them.
Yeah, just good. Don't sit next to Rachel Hollis, because she does not want to talk to anybody. And don't
No,
eat a
yeah.
Chinese food either on the plane. And also don't watch a movie with sex scenes in it, because then she won't help you if the plane's crashing.
Oh, well, I
That's her
better
those are her
avoid
3 pet
planes with
peeves.
Rachel Hollis.
But if you're a man, she'll talk to you and flirt with you, because she's
No, of
cool with
course.
that. But just the rest, yeah, the rest is not
Yeah.
acceptable.
And if I invite her to my conference and then don't talk to her, like she will just keep revering me for like years. That's okay.
Yeah, definitely. That's the secret to success there. I will say for planes, I have a fear. It's not fear of crashing for me. It's the fear of I can't get up and walk and get into fresh air is kind of my fear. Like, I don't like to be, I don't know, it's almost like a claustrophobia thing. Like, I want to be able to like go outside if I want to. And so the longer the flight, the more nervousness I get about it, of like, if I just decide like I need to get out of here and I can't, that I'll panic. So I always take depending on how long the flight is, I either take a full Klonopin, or I take half or a quarter. Like, if it's shorter flight, I'll take less. But if it's a long flight, I'll take a full one, and I'm passed out. Like, the plane could crash and I won't feel it. I'm just like sleeping.
You're not gonna
so
save my
deeply.
life. You're gonna be
No.
like sleeping like a baby. Okay.
And I will, yeah. So forgive me, and I won't sit in the emergency aisle. I won't, because I know I'm like dead to the world. But sort of side note from that, sometimes when I take the full one, I will get to my destination, like the hotel or the Airbnb, and then the next day I have no memory of leaving the
But
airport.
how do you? That's what I was gonna ask. Like
I
when you
function.
land, like what do you?
I totally function fine. I get up, I walk away, I go get the Uber, whatever, but my memory is like lost sometimes. It doesn't happen that often, but if I take a full one and I haven't eaten like a full meal yet or something, has happened. They say it happens with Ambien too. It's like, I don't know, your brain's so relaxed that you just like forget. You can function, you can go and talk and, interact and whatever, but like,
who knows what way you're interacting. You're like, Jacob.
Yeah. Somehow I end up surviving, but yeah, that has happened.
Gosh.
To me.
Maybe don't take a full one, just take like 3/4 or something, because that seems like I would be terrified of that. That gives me anxiety.
Yeah. It does feel like you don't have a care in the world, though, at least for me. It's like I don't take it enough that I feel it like it's just a rare feeling. So it's like, I got no cares whatsoever. I'm going on a plane tomorrow, so we'll see. I'll probably take a half tomorrow because the flight's only 2.5 hours, so not too bad.
Yeah, okay. And you're not going alone, so hopefully, even if you're
no, I have company. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
My fiance's there, so he'll be able. He's used to it. He knows how it goes.
He can tell the Uber where to go.
Yeah. Well, we're getting a car. We're going to be driving ourselves around El Salvador, so it should be fun.
He would put you like in charge.
Yeah. Babe, can you drive? Yeah, sure.
Oh,
definitely.
God. That's so funny. I
won't do
never
that, I
thought of
promise.
that.
I'm
That's
joking.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely not a
Anyways,
full one.
I'm gonna make a motivational speech about that. Okay,
Someday.
step 1: take half a pill if the flight is between 1 hour and 2 hours. Okay, all right. You're gonna feel some memory loss, but not that much. Okay, now if the flight is 6 hours plus, you're gonna take one full pill 1 hour before. Only eat a couple of crackers, and then definitely don't mix with alcohol. My God, please don't do that. Don't mix it with alcohol either.
That would be
That's not good.
$100,000.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'll just give them my protocol for like flying.
Just like write a whole 200-page book about it.
First
This
time
is
ever
where
came
I
my fear
go
flying.
to the pharmacy to buy my pill 2 days in advance.
This is what I told my doctor for them to prescribe me this specific pill. Tell them your symptoms are this, this, and this.
And
It
I
probably
think that would be more
than
helpful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Not better, just more helpful.
Yeah, because that at least, I would know what to do.
Yeah, at least there's concrete plans. Like, okay, get a coffee when you land. That'll help, jolt you back to reality.
Yeah.
There's
Have
little
your
tricks and
fiance
tips that I've
drive
learned.
instead of driving yourself.
Yes. Oh, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's keep
Okay.
playing. 'Cause
I'll
this
let
is-
you know how it goes on Friday next week when I'm back. Okay, back to
Yeah.
Mel. How can she help me? This is a problem I face, so I'm interested to know it.
For you, you're giggling because you know you're nuts too. If I were to put a speaker on your head and broadcast you, we would drag you out of here and lock you up. You're insane.
Well, you
Here's
don't
the
know
thing
that.
that's the problem. You listen to it.
Speak for yourself.
Panic is nothing more than worrying that's gotten out of control. That's all that it is. You can cure yourself of it. I'm telling you right now. All you
You're
have to
still
do, the
writing.
moment you notice that your mind goes from the prefrontal cortex to the basal ganglia, which is where your habit of anxiety and worrying and self-doubt is. all you
And
gotta
where
do
is
5,
that
4, 3,
arrow
2, 1.
leading?
Panic?
Did you see the
Jump
arrow?
out the window.
I don't understand these arrows. What's what am I seeing
Here's
here?
me. Jump out halfway through the flight because you can't take sitting in the seat anymore. No more. You won't panic anymore after 2 minutes of free fall. You will never panic again because your life will be ended.
Yeah. Can I just
Solved.
also like make a comment on that lovely chair? I've never been in an airplane with such a nice chair.
What
That's
the
probably
hell?
because I only fly low cost, but I don't get paid 100K per hour, so
I just feel bad for the person who, well, maybe they're the ones holding the camera up, but like, can you imagine if like, you're like, I need to take a picture of this woman who's afraid of flying. All right, just don't get my forehead in it. Oh no, you're not in it. I'm just going to put the time of day right on the top of your forehead. We're going to add some arrows. You won't even be in it. It's like, oh, okay, I trust you. Poor guy's head trying to just fly somewhere.
Yeah, the intern doesn't know how to crop things out from pictures.
Yeah.
That's okay. By the time we get to like Tony Robbins again, he will learn. He will learn.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got cool graphics. Tony Robbins got a real good graphics person. He's monopolized the market on the graphic PowerPoint industry.
He should give Mel
Actually, I
Robbins
don't
his
know that
number.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just assuming based on his like presentation that he would have good graphics, but I don't actually know that to be true.
His thing is that he can just like scream on stage for 10 hours or something. That's
Yeah.
that's
He's
wisdom.
more of an audible learner. Yeah. And he says his whole thing is like confirmation bias, or I don't know what the word is. That's not the right phrase, but like saying like, you know, I'm really stupid. If I'm stupid, say I, and it gets everyone to like say yes. So even if you don't believe it, like then you say it because you feel obligated in a group setting to just agree with the group. He does that so often. It's like, the color of my shirt is red. If you believe the color of my shirt is red, say I. And then everyone goes, I.
If you believe
that
your
group
dad is a dick, say I.
Yeah. Do you believe this woman who, you know, is on stage crying about her problems is a total bitch? Say I.
I.
Well,
All the men in the
audience
audience
spoke.
be like so happy.
Yeah. Finally. Justice.
Yay. And this actually like gives me an opportunity to like, because I've been wanting to rant about this for so long. I don't believe in like these affirmations and stuff like this. Like they don't work. Like your brain, I mean, they work only if you are really just like on the verge of believing it anyway. Like if you really don't trust yourself, and if you really don't think you're so beautiful and so smart and all these things, the affirmations
Yeah.
are useless. If you
Yeah.
almost think it, if you're just like kind of almost there, I think they can work. But you can't just you know how it's with the law of attraction, like how they say that you should speak as if it happened, like I have a Lamborghini, or I have, like when you don't and you're just wanting to like manifest it or stuff like that. That like your brain is not that stupid. Like you can try for years and years, it's not gonna work. It's not that stupid. If you have, if the Lamborghini costs like $100,000 and you have 90, then maybe it will work.
Yeah. But even saying like, I want to get a Lamborghini could also do the same trick, you know? Like, I think I want one can also bring you to buy one just as more likely as I have a Lamborghini. One is delusion and one is like, okay, yeah, like a normal thought that people have. And it depends on how much money you have in the bank.
Yeah.
Or your
As long
credit
as you
line.
have like almost the amount, you will be able to believe in your brain that you can have it. If you have $0 in your bank account, you're not gonna believe you're gonna have a Lamborghini. I'm sorry. This
You're
is
a
no shade.
hater.
I have $0 in my account too, so that's fine. I'm just
Same.
saying I'm not deluding myself that I can have a Lamborghini tomorrow. So
Well, that makes one of us because I do have a Lamborghini in my garage and I believe that because
Yeah.
I'm delusional.
yeah, this is one of
One
the things that I
day.
really, really just despise. These affirmations, it takes a lot of work for your brain to actually believe you that you're doing something. That's why people go and get degrees. That's why people go and like get PhDs and stuff like that. Even then, some of them still
Yeah.
don't have confidence in themselves. Some of them still struggle with that. Even with like, when your brain has seen it and you've got it and you've done it and you've spent years or whatever on something, even then some people are still not that cocky and like, I'm the best at everything, like the people
Yeah.
still struggle with confidence even when they have put in years and years and years. So it's just such a ridiculous concept that you'll just write on the mirror, or you're like telling yourself in the morning, and suddenly you're just no you just all your problems are solved.
Yeah. And I think the same, I always think, and I don't know if I brought this up on this channel or just my own, but the thing I always think of, it's like, okay, so these gurus talk to everyone, right? General public. They're not specialized. And like, I'm talking to you if you're a fairly successful, midlife person with blonde hair who has a law degree. This is the type of person I'm speaking to. They never say that. They're like, everyone on earth can benefit from this lesson. Okay, so that's really, a wide variety of people. I always think like, okay, if I was a murderer, like, would this apply? So it's like, tell yourself that you're a great mother. It's like, well, what if I was a murdering mother? And I just told myself, I'm the best mom in the world. I'm the wonderful mother. Like, yeah,
I don't
could
think
probably
that the police
teach
would
myself
care
that.
when they see your dead
But
child
look at my
next
mirror. Officer, I know my children are no longer with us because of my own actions, and I put them in the bathtub. But look at my mirror. It says I'm the perfect mother. I told myself this every day. It's like, so, but your actions have to match, and they never say that. They always just like make it seem like everyone is the perfect person already. They just don't believe it. It's like, no, people aren't perfect, and they're not good all the time either. So
Yeah.
you're making a lot of assumptions, like just tell yourself you're strong and da-da-da. Some people aren't strong necessarily. They need to get to that place to then feel that affirmation being true. But yeah, that's like a very small subset of like who's actually listening to this advice.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that might be too extreme of an example, but I digress. I'm sorry, everybody, for going deep and dark.
And that's us demonetized.
And we're done.
And
Bring up
YouTube
motherhood
is done with
bathtubs.
us.
Go on Twitch if you want to talk about that stuff. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I apologize. It helps
Oh,
me,
we're
though.
not
It really does, 'cause
actually.
I'm like,
This is so funny. This is the first,
What?
you guys. We've done it. We're not demonetized yet. Woo!
oh, hold
You can unsubscribe now. It's okay. Thank you.
on. Just give it time. It's got to catch up.
Unfollow me.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to Mel. We're almost done with this
Anxiety
one.
and worrying and self-doubt is, all you got to do, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then redirect yourself to think about something empowering. If you're afraid of talking to people, so you got this
Jump
big
out the
plan and
window
you
in
got the
5
thing you're going to
seconds.
say, and you're all excited, and then all of a sudden, the second you see them, you start feeling deflated and scared and self-doubt. That is a habit. You can change how you think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awaken your prefrontal cortex and put in an anchor thought of your dreams. Put in an anchor thought of you high-fiving that person when they join your team. Put in an anchor thought of the 0 zeros in your bank account, not the zero.
Wow.
Hello, Tony. We were just talking about you. Oh, so just talking to the wolf,
Raise your
you know?
hand. Yeah, raise your
Bye.
hand if you want to be indoctrinated.
Yay!
Say I.
Say I.
If
Exactly.
you're ready for me to
Exactly.
emotionally manipulate you, say I.
Yeah, while also screaming
Tony
in your
Robbins.
face. So yeah, see, the thing with that also is that they make it sound like everything is so easy. Like, all you gotta do is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all. That's all. Like, fixing your anxiety, fixing your bank account, like getting a good husband, like everything. It's just that's it. Awaken the pre-cortex. I don't even know what it's
The
called.
basal ganglia and the prefrontal.
It's so
all of these people
easy,
are
though.
very. Yeah,
It's
they're
so
very
easy.
well versed in the brain. It's
Yeah,
shocking
no,
that
they know a lot.
brain
They do.
scientists don't know anything. They're just guessing basically most of the time. And then, but
Yeah.
these self-help gurus have really figured it out that the inner part of the brain does this and this does this, and they all know where to point, and it's very very effective.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just all so easy, except you guys and everyone in their audience is just so dumb. They just didn't know how easy it is. Like, they just didn't know about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, they had everything else.
Can you imagine like this page is just numbers like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just all written all over like it's some sort of pictograph
Serial
or whatever,
killer?
like one of those. Yeah, Zodiac killer, just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like you send it into the police, like, oh my god, we gotta figure out the cipher. It's like actually just Mel Robbins' rule.
Yeah. Exactly. And
None of this makes sense. It's like we know. It's nonsensical.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to make sense.
and I think that
Anyways.
sometimes, maybe this is just oversimplifying it, but sometimes I think the reason why they're so successful is because they have like some sort of attitude, like, Rachel was all about like, at first, not anymore, but she's all about like religion and speaking to religious people about all these things. And Tony Robbins is screaming in your face for 10 hours. And I feel like that has something to do because like most people would be like, oh, at least they're not like these like asshole academics who speak in words we don't understand. These are normal people because Tony Robbins would scream at you and you can just be like, okay, he's not playing smart with me. Like he's not, stuff like that. And talking about screaming or not screaming, just talking about like general obnoxious behavior. Um, Mel Robbins is also, um, we should probably just show the TikTok. I don't even know if we should
TikTok?
comment. We should just let you guys see that and just think for yourselves. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to shut up about it.
Yeah, I think the only thing you need to know is if this was you at and for context, this event was a hairstylist conference. So I don't believe, I looked up the company. I don't think it's an MLM related. It looks like a legitimate, like, hair salons buy these products. So that type of conference, this is what Mel Robbins decides to do as part of her, $100,000 speaking fee. Let us know. I might have to reset it because TikTok likes to like.
I want to show you guys something about food. I am looking for somebody. I want to show you guys something about food. I am looking for somebody who literally might have a panic attack if I come get her. Yeah, I see her. She's right here. Could you stand up for me? Okay, it's okay. You're gonna be great. I got you. I got you. You got picked for a reason, right?
Yeah, because she has panic
picked for a
attacks
reason. I got you.
for a
0
reason.
to 10. How nervous are you right now? 10. Okay, good. What are you feeling in your body?
Rage.
Okay. Are your armpits sweating?
Why are they laughing? I don't get
Okay,
it.
not yet. Is your stomach kind of in knots? Yeah. Okay, is your heart racing? Yeah, I'm going to show you how to deal with fear. You ready? We're going to move. You and I are going to go on that stage. We're walking and talking. You're doing great. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Here we go. I know you're shaking. Now let me teach you something. Do you know your body doesn't know the difference between nerves and excitement? I know you don't believe me right now. When you say I'm
It's
excited,
bullshit.
your brain tells your body you're safe. If you, in a moment like this, go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to interrupt the racing, oh my God, oh my God,
Oh my
oh my God,
God.
thoughts. And then you say, I'm so excited to be up here. I'm really excited, even though I'm like shaking. I'm really excited because my colleagues believe in me. I'm really excited and I'm really proud of myself. Something is going to happen in your body, so I want you to repeat that with me, okay? You ready? I'm really excited to be up here.
I'm really excited to be up here.
I'm really proud of myself.
I'm really proud of myself.
I'm really excited that my colleagues love me so much.
I'm really excited that my colleagues love me so much.
Jesus, this is so
And I'm
painful.
really excited I'm pushing through my fears.
I'm really excited and pushing through my fears.
Why are you proud of yourself for allowing yourself to come up here?
Because I'm awesome.
Yes! Yes! Yes, you are!
Her pants are so stupid
You
too.
are! Yes, you are! You are awesome.
This, you know what this reminds me of, or like, I don't know if it reminds me
get
of
out
it,
of
but it
this?
just makes me think of like one of these like really evil people who would just put you in an awful situation and then would hug you and make you feel like they just saved you from it. It's like, no, you fucking me in it in the first place, you
did
asshole.
it. You accomplished this horrible feeling, this moment that I forced you to be in. Oh, thanks. I would have been fine just also not doing that at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
And
reminds
people
me
are
of like
so...
being in. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're gone.
I was gonna say this reminds me of when I was in camp, like summer camp, and I couldn't swim yet, and the counselor was like, "Just go in the deep end, just go. You know, you could do it. It'll feel great." And like they threw me in there, and I like felt like I was dying and panicked, and I was like, "I'm never going in the pool again." And that was my attitude for like a year and a half. I wouldn't go in the pool because I was so traumatized that they threw me in the deep end without knowing how to swim, that I didn't want to learn because I was afraid that I was going to drown again. And that's what this woman probably will never go on stage again, because when she comes down from like the adrenaline of this all, she'll probably be like, that was an awful experience. Never want to try that again. And maybe she would have if it would have been like more of like a progressive, like, okay, like, you know, do you want to do this? Like, there's no buy-in from her other than like forcing her, like, you will come up on stage with me. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah,
go ahead,
and
sorry.
it just seems a bit like bullying. Like, I'm just bullying you, and we're all like cheering you on, but like it's something she doesn't want to do. She's having a panic attack, or close to a panic attack. She's having panic, and literally she's like, "You were picked for a reason." It's like, yeah, the reason is because that woman pointed and was like, "Here, she's got panic." Like, that's a bullying like person. That's a bully.
This person's gonna not want to do this. Pick her. She'll have a
Yeah.
adverse reaction to this experience. God,
Exactly.
so horrible.
And they're laughing like in the audience, like, "Oh my god, hilarious! We're torturing someone with panic, ha ha ha, hilarious!"
Are your armpits sweaty? Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so funny!
So funny. Can't wait to see this woman combust on stage. It'll be amazing. Yeah, and then Mel's like, oh my gosh, like, I've done it again. It's like, what did you do? You literally forced someone to repeat after you on stage without wanting to. What did that prove? Nothing.
Yeah, no, and then she's hugging her like she just saved her. You didn't save anyone. Thank you, Callie.
Saved her. Thank you, Callie. Callie says, the cure to panic disorder is being forced on a stage with Mel Robbins. Yep.
Yep. And we talked about like Mel like dealing with anxiety in the previous video as well.
I am not emotionally stable.
Okay, come
Mel
on, Kayla.
Robbins.
We can do one more. Come on. I know you're stopping yourself there.
It's okay to cry.
This is what Mel is saying to this woman on stage.
Best friends.
Yeah, but also laughs at her in her face.
I don't have any laughing, I don't think. Dang. No, I have no laughing. Oh well. I'll have to add that to my... I'll have to add that. When people ask me why I want to be on stage with Mel Robbins, this is my answer. I don't want to be on stage with Mel Robbins. Okay, that was lame. All right.
Mic drop.
Running out of material. This whole thing is stupid. And again, okay, so we can finish watching it, but can I read the description and then a comment that she left or who her team left? I don't know who. But basically, just to set this up even further, it says, in this video, I select an incredible woman to join me on stage in front of 2,500 people, her worst nightmare. You will watch her go from being paralyzed by fear to finding her power and having a breakthrough that brought thousands of people to tears. I want to thank her for trusting me and herself and sharing this moment with all of us. Find the courage you need today. # Mel Robbins. Okay, so stupid, but... someone
She's like
said,
her-
someone who...
Sorry, go on.
Sorry, good. No, you're good. What are you going to say?
I was gonna say she literally says like this is her worst nightmare. I just put her through hell, through her worst nightmare. You guys, just applaud me, please. Thank you.
It's almost like sort of like a abusive relationship where like... abusive relationships can happen in any sort of relationship, men, women, man, woman, like it doesn't matter. But in this example, let's just say a man says to a woman like, puts her through hell, like basically like berates her in public or at a place, whatever, and just like says like, don't eat that, or you're pathetic in front of a bunch of people. Then later on, she's like all upset about it. And then he's like, I did that for you so you could learn the lesson that you never, go against me again. And she's like, if you're manipulated that way, you're in that toxic relationship, you're like, oh, he really cares about me. He cares about me to humiliate me. That's sort of a victimhood thing. Like, now this woman thinks like, oh, Mel Robbins helped me get over my fear. All she did was humiliate you in front of your peers, is what I saw. Unfortunately,
forced her to do something she really didn't want to do. And then she survived the moment, so Mel is like, oh my god, look, I'm amazing, such a good coach, look at me.
Yeah. So, and then someone said, who I agree, someone commented, said, TBH, so to be honest, it upset me if someone did this to me. As an introvert with social anxiety, I choose to mostly just observe for a reason, and that's okay. And then Mel says, part of my job is to help you address what's keeping you stuck. This was an event she was attending. She was open to change. We can agree to disagree. It's like she was at a hair conference. Like, this is not like learn how to become a speaker and get over your fear of speaking. Like, that was not the conference at all. It's like, do you do hair? Come and learn about products. And then Mel Robbins just happens to be there.
And why does she think that this woman was stuck?
Yeah, because her friend like outed her and said she doesn't like speaking to crowds, which is a very legitimate and common fear.
For all I know, this woman has a perfectly normal and fine life. I don't see that she's stuck in anything. Like, she didn't go on stage to say like a story where she's stuck and she can't get out of a rut or something. Literally, we don't know anything about her. She could be having a perfectly fine life, and Mel is here being like, this woman is stuck. You are stuck. I'm here to help you. Like, wait a minute, let me tell you if I'm stuck or not.
Yeah, I was voluntold what to do. Yeah, and she comments a lot. Okay, someone says, honestly, this just seems mean. I wouldn't like going up, being touched, or feeling pressured to stay. And Mel says, definitely watch the whole thing.
Okay.
We haven't yet, but okay, to be fair. This was an event she was attending. She knew I was speaking and there to coach others. She was open to my advice. Okay, master manipulator, like, speak for her even more, please.
Yeah, no, she knew you were there, but she didn't know you were gonna pull her on stage and like put her through her worst nightmare, as you describe in the description.
Yeah, and you can tell, like, they cut a bunch of stuff out. We don't know how long it took for her to calm down to even go on the stage. It looked like they cut some chunks out of the timeline. So this could have been like a very traumatic experience for her. More like maybe they cut out the parts because she was standing and then they walked her up eventually. That could have been a 20-minute ordeal. We have no idea. And like, is that helpful to anyone else? Anyways, like watching this too, like in the audience, how are they benefiting from that? Like, oh, if you have panic about speaking on stage, just wait for a speaker to come pull you up and then tell you what to say and then hug you. Like, how is that helpful either?
And even that final thing at the end where she's saying, which I'm assuming why she's saying that person watched the whole thing, because at the end she says, because I'm awesome and stuff. I don't understand. Like that, first of all, what does that have to do with having panic? Like, she could think that she's awesome all the time. It's not the fact that Mel put her on stage that now suddenly made her realize that she's awesome. This person could be thinking that she's awesome all the time and still get panic attacks. Like, that's not, it's not dependent on whether or not you think something good about yourself. So and her saying that she's awesome in this moment could also be a coping strategy, being like, oh my god, I'm under so much pressure, let me try something. And then Mel is turning this into like, I did it, I fixed her, like, applaud me as a coach. She knew I'm here,
I'm
she
healer.
put herself through this hell.
Yeah, and people are commenting and concerned. like someone also says there was no consent here. That bothers me. She was attending an event I was speaking at. She knew I was there to coach others. She was there and open to my advice. Heart. Number one, that's like passive aggressive. I think it comes off like, heart, like for you, concerned person, which legitimately concerned. And the thing is, like, yeah, again, like she was at an event I was speaking at. So should we just assume that you're going to be forced to go on stage anytime you're at an event that Mel Robbins may be speaking at, that your consent, just you sign away your consent to be touched, to be forced on stage? Oh gosh. Tara. As soon as like you go to sit down in an audience and listen to her, that sounds like unfair. There should be different levels of consent. Like I consent to listen to her speak to me about counting down from 5. That seems innocent enough. Now all of a sudden I'm like, on stage doing this whole performative thing. And not that she's performative, but Mel's performative, forcing her and leading questions like, tell me, like, what else was she supposed to say? Tell me what you feel or whatever. She said, I'm awesome. Like, yes. Like, what is she supposed to say? I feel like shit. I don't want to be here. Like, that would be like, kind of like now she's just got to say the truth in front of her colleagues. She knows the game. Like the whole game is like to pretend, oh, this is wonderful. Thank you.
And I wonder how
That's
many
like-
people, just like we see in in this comment section, I wonder how many people in the room were also like, "Ooh, why is she doing this?
Yeah.
Why is she pulling her? She's clearly distressed. She's clearly not having a good time." I wonder where are those clips? Because these cameras probably
Yeah.
caught some of those, but I
Edited.
have a feeling they just forgot where they are. I don't know where the footage is.
Oopsies. They're on the cutting room floor. I just saw that I commented on this from
I saw
May.
that.
Mel Robbins isn't qualified to help people with psychological issues. No likes. I'm canceled.
You just don't know what you're talking about. And also Mel didn't reply to you. So disappointing.
Yeah. Heart. She consented by being alive that I can do whatever I want to her.
We should follow.
consented
We
the
should
day she
follow
was
them
born.
and just like reverse psychology the whole thing. Like they'll be like every time they post something, I'll be like, "So Mel, how about your law degree? What exactly did they teach you about anxiety and ADD and there?" And she'll be like, "Well, actually, these people in the audience know I don't have any qualifications. They just came here for
They're
their
well
own.
aware.
These people just love me the way I am."
Whenever you have a thought, just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in your head, and then erase the thought. And when it comes to me and criticizing me, okay?
Whenever
That's
you
my
have a
advice.
comment that you don't like, just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and delete the comment.
Yeah. Just erase it. Okay, let's finish it so we can be accurate. Because Mel told us we must watch to the end. So I guess there might be like a miraculous, divergent path that this video takes at the end. Ready?
Yeah.
Other than hating Mel Robbins.
It's not so bad to be seen.
Oh, man. It's a beautiful thing to allow yourself to be seen. And too many of us, because of whatever.
Okay, sorry. I don't like her body language here either. Like she's
No,
like
yeah.
grabbing her and like keeping her from leaving, like leaving the stage. She's like holding on to her. She's like not even looking at her. She's talking to the audience like, wow, like I hate that. This is a Dave Hollis thing, not to continually bring them up, but he does that when he talks to his kids and interviews his kids. He interviews the kid, like puts the microphone in their kid's face, and then we'll talk to the camera really as like that's the audience, like not that they're having a conversation that they're recording, but they're like, wow, yeah, like that's really insightful, right guys, right? Like it's not about, oh, this is a moment between us and the audience is just there to witness it. It's really about playing into the audience's participation. Like
They know
but
who
she's
they're
not
trying
looking
to
at her.
impress. She knows
Yes.
she's not trying to impress this woman. She's trying to impress the audience.
No.
So she's looking at the audience. This is exactly what Amber Heard has done with the jury. Like she would be asked the question by the lawyer, and instead of looking at the person asking the question and answer the question, she would look at the jury because she knows that she needs, or she knew, but she did a terrible job of that she had to like impress the jury, not the person asking, because the person asking was already like against her. So
Uh-huh. And I've been on, I think I've talked about this before. I've been on a jury before. The case was a stalking case. There's so much to talk about in that case. It was really interesting actually. But when the defendant would look at us so much, she did the same thing, like very much like would answer the questions and like stare at us all. It made me so uncomfortable. I was like, I just wanted this to be over. Like, if you look at me one more time, I'm voting guilty no matter what. No, that's not true, but that's how I felt. I was like, I can't take this, like, because like we can't leave legally. I cannot leave from my chair in the jury box. So like that like intrusive eye contact is like so uncomfortable. I would just like look down and like doodle all day. I would just like look at my notepad that they give you and just like doodle stuff because I couldn't look at her in the eyes anymore. It was so weird.
yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Then one of the jurors came out and, well, I don't know if that's true, but there's a video that was going around with one of the jurors who talked about it. He's anonymous. He's just showing like like a car. You can't really quite see. It's just the ceiling of a car. But basically, he was saying that she looked at them and she didn't. He hadn't realized that people were talking about this, but he felt so uncomfortable that he just didn't look at her at all. Like the whole time, he just listened and he didn't look, which is it's
It's an awkward experience.
Yeah, it's not doing what she thought that it was doing.
Yeah, I don't know whoever came up with the idea like the jury likes to be stared at. Not true in my experience.
No, and
Personally,
it's very unnatural because that's not the person who asked you the question. The person asking you is like here. Mel should be looking at her. She's talking to her. She should be looking at her, but no, she's looking at the audience, just gonna gauge, like, is the audience on my side with this? Like, am I doing okay? Like, she needs to be in control.
This
That's
is
why
the
she's
lesson. This is why I did this. See, it all makes sense now. Harassment is worth it if the audience, the mass audience, learns a lesson. Then this is all okay. Like that's
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Okay, let's finish it. We're almost there.
Whatever's happened to you, whatever you've survived because it scares the hell out of you, we won't even allow ourselves to be seen. I hope that in your bones and your nerves and your cells, this is a line in the sand, a before and an after. And when you catch yourself opting out or hiding, that you remember this moment and you choose to be seen and to show up for yourself because you are freaking awesome.
She doesn't know her. God. She's like,
Yeah.
Let me get the fuck off of here.
Yeah, but she had to do like
You're
a
freaking awesome. Like, you don't know her
conclusion
at all.
thing so that she gets the applause. So,
It's a performance art. We
Yeah.
like to see it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's Mel Robbins in a nutshell. I pulled another one, but it's like 40 minutes where she talks about recruiting your MLM. They're in a green screen. I thought it was funny though, because 2 minutes in, this is the first time Mel got to say anything because the Eric Worre guy just like talked about her while she sat there. It was so awkward. So if you want to watch that later, you've got 40 minutes to kill. And you have to grow your downline. It's a great video for you to watch.
Yeah, we don't have time to talk about. There's so many things with her. My main gripe with her is that she keeps giving mental health advice. She gives people mental health advice about ADD, about anxiety, about depression. Literally, she's an expert on all mental health issues with a law degree. So.
And apparently she's, she talked about being on Zoloft before, which I've been on Zoloft before. I think, it helped me a lot. And she sort of alluded that she's no longer on it. That she's like, her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is better than medication or an alternative to being on Zoloft, which I think is ridiculous. But in the video, we talked about it. We didn't show it. But when she had the interview with Dr. Amen, the, brain scan doctor that all these people go to, she says that she's on Adderall now. So she didn't mention that though, that now she's like got a replacement drug that might be better suited for her now, or, you know, whatever. But she really is not saying that openly. She's like, oh, the insinuation is like, I'm off Zoloft because I do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not that, oh, I've just replaced it with a different one that works better for me. Like, that's not the full story. That's why it annoys me about these simplified stories.
She also has a therapist, and you know, in all these speeches she's constantly saying that you can fix your anxiety with her rule.
Cure.
But she has
She
a
usually uses your
therapist
cure.
and Adderall, and she was on Zoloft, so it's clearly the rule didn't work for her, because if it worked then she wouldn't be on Adderall, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. Or like, you know, the rule works, but more of a realistic working. Like, okay, you know, if you're lacking, you know, motivation, your choice is stay in bed all day or get out of bed. You know, I count to 5 sometimes just to like inspire myself to get up. And that's what it is. It's like a one-time thing. It works, you know, if you want it to work. That's what it is. Not a cure for anxiety, not a solution to panic disorder. It's like, just call it what it is. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
But, okay.
It's one thing to
pull
count
up
from...
sorry.
It's one thing to count from 5 to 1 to take out the trash, and another thing to like fix your mental health. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Like, just do it. Okay, just do it. I mean, that's a Nike told me that. Just do it. Okay, that's about as good advice as counting to 5. Just do it. That's about as helpful. Like, okay, yeah, I could just do it. You know, I could sometimes, and sometimes I can't just do it. And it takes discernment to figure out when that is the case and when it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so where do we feel like Mel deserves to be? We got Teal. Let's just recap. We got Teal at the top, and I saw some people were like, we need to have her like hovering above.
Yeah,
she's ascended
I like that.
past. Okay, we'll put Natasha back at the second spot in the top of the pyramid. Do we think Mel is at the level of Rachel and Tony, or is she more of a Dave Hollis, Jenna Kutcher? I think she's definitely I think she's third. Would be my 2 cents. The third level.
Ooh.
What do you think?
I kind of feel like she...
Or lower?
No,
hasn't had a
definitely not
scandal.
lower.
She hasn't had a scandal yet. She hasn't had
Yet.
like a cancellation moment yet.
Yet.
The rest of these 3 have.
Okay. Well, let's leave her there for now. What do people think? What do you guys think? I kind of want to put her next to Rachel Hollis, but indeed, she's not being canceled, so maybe not. But maybe we just can temporarily have her here, and then when something happens, can bump her up a bit.
Well, I think she's, again, like my reasons for why I think she's problematic is the MLM association. She's very, very much into MLM, so that's not good, in my opinion. She's giving, faulty therapy advice with not a license, so that's bad. I don't think she's committed fraud, allegedly, like Brittany Dawn. I don't think she's had a pancake gate meltdown like Dave, and she hasn't emailed anyone telling them that they're not racist in the most unflattering way possible. So then I'm like, well, maybe she's Rhonda Byrne style. I don't know. Maddie says she likes where she's at. And then Laura says she thinks the third is okay.
Yeah,
third
probably.
is good. Okay, all right.
I think she could be a qualifier for 2, but we need to wait and see. We need to wait and see. Time
we'll
will
wait
tell.
till her meltdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just follow her on TikTok. Don't follow her. I'm kidding. Nobody follow her.
Yeah, follow her on TikTok, but also don't. Okay, let's put this like ascended eye. We'll put this underneath. This is when your chakra opens up. Backwards. Okay. God, I haven't watched the latest episode of the Teal Swan documentary, the Deep End. The last one I watched was the third one where they were like drowning people in the pool. It's pretty shocking, that series. I'm gonna watch it tonight before.
We should do it next time, right? Are we doing Teal Swan next time?
Possibly. Well, I don't know. We have to look up how many episodes are coming out of the series because we don't want to do it preemptively. I think we need to do it like after the last one airs. We should talk about it. So if this week is the last one, then yes, then next week. And next week it'll be Friday. Will be the live because I'm still out of town on Thursday.
Yeah. And even
So
if you
Friday
come
the
back, you will
17th.
be like just like woo wobbly.
I won't have any memory. I'll just be like,
Who knows what you'll say? You'll get us canceled.
Just
Well,
be
thank
another.
you
It'll just
so
be another
much.
day. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say thank you guys for being here. This is great, and we managed to keep it at an hour and a half for the very first time ever. So,
Woo! And last time too.
yeah. Well, last time we did stretch it another 15 minutes. So
We're getting better though. You must. Admit, we're
but
getting
what's
better.
15 minutes compared to 4 hours and a half?
Yeah, we've really improved. I think I like this little bit shorter format. Just summarize it up. I think
Yeah.
it gets to the point a little faster. So I like that. But we're definitely gonna do Teal again. We need to do who else? Tom Bilyeu's on the list.
Yeah.
Gabby Bernstein's on the list.
Jay
Some other people
Shetty.
probably will. Yeah, Jay Shetty. There's so many gurus, so little time.
Yeah.
We got
yeah.
a lot to cover. Okay.
I'm also going to read Jordan Peterson's book. That will be probably one of I don't know if the first ones, because there's some that are like new that are coming out, so maybe I'll read those first, but like definitely this summer we could do Jordan Peterson at some point.
Yeah, I need to research him because, like I said before, I was kind of a fan of his, and now I don't know, because the same with Joe Rogan. Like I was a fan, and then so much has happened since I was a fan that I need to like re-examine these people because, my beliefs have changed, their beliefs have changed, it seems. So I don't want to be like I support, and then I absolutely do not. So I think that'll be
Yeah.
good for both of us.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't want to talk about him without reading the book because I want to just make sure that I get the story from his angle, and then because like so far I only know about him stuff that other people have told me. So
Yeah.
that's not a good. That's not how I like to make my own opinion. So
That's good. Look at you, first-hand accounts. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a sad violin appeal for people to come back next week?
yeah, sure.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right. This is why you should come back next week for our next episode. All right, 3, 2, 1.
So you guys, we need to support Kayla on her holiday because she will be so wobbly on coming back that we really need to show her that we're here for her. We're still here despite her wobbling back into Florida. So
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll do it as well. I'm only going on vacation for 7 days in a tropical area of the world. I'm only going to one all-inclusive resort and having unlimited food and sunshine. So I really need the support and the following when I get back because it will be a lonely, lonely time without you all. Thank you.
yeah,
Good?
that's
Okay, good.
perfect. So sad. Very Mel Robbins of us. But yeah, thank you guys for being
5, 4, 3, 2,
here.
1. This dream is done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This
4, 3, 2, 1.
episode is done.
Goodbye.